Hi guys, I'm so glad that you are watching me right now. My name is Adefila Kamal. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm also a business coach. And today we shall be telling you about everything you need to have for you to start a very profitable business. Whatever document you need to have. So don't go, sit down and relax, get a chill bottle of water, because I want to take you on a journey to financial prosperity. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. I'm glad you are still watching. You know what to do. Click the subscribe button so you'll be the first person to see us drop a new video. This channel is all about entrepreneurship, and we'll make sure I will not stop talking to you until we see you succeed. And to make sure that you do business profitably, then this video is for you. Why am I making this video? I've discovered that in this part of the world, especially in Africa, many young men and women just use the word also to mean doing things jumping from one place to another, not really settling on a particular form of business. But for you to be an entrepreneur, you need to be very calculative. You need to have all the necessary papers, all the necessary documents for you to start a very, very good profitable business. I will continue to use the word profitable because when you start off wrongly, then you are not serious about what you do. Business registration or company registration. Now, why am I talking about registration? Lot of businesses being done by young men and women, like I said before, in this part of the world now. They just do it all from places to places without registering it with the Corporate Affairs Commission. It is very, very important. The first thing you must always think about when setting out to do a business, apart from knowing about the business, is how you are going to get that business legal, how you are going to get the necessary document for that business. And that's where business registration comes in. There are two types of registration. There is what they call business name registration, and there is what we call limited liability company. Now, limited liability company is where my aim is, because that's where the big guys, that's what they do. Now, limited liability company, registering a limited liability company usually costs about $150, $150 US, which is about 50 to 60,000 naira in Nigeria here. It is very important that you get your business registered. Of course, I am speaking from Nigeria, where the ease of doing business is very, very low. There are some parts of Africa where you can start create a business in a day, and it will be very, very functional that same day. But in this part of the world, which is Nigeria, it's still very, very sad that it takes you a few days from name generation to articles of association, a memorandum, and getting all the necessary documents, stamp duty, everything together before you can start working. Now, when you are doing your registration, there is a space for you where you will have to tell the government everything that business is going to be doing. Must not miss it. So when doing the business registration, get a solicitor, get a lawyer who will put you through all the necessary documents, all the necessary things you need to get together. But on the average, it will cost you between 50 to 60,000 naira in Nigeria, and $150 US if you are watching me outside Nigeria. So usually it will be, that's for 1 million share capitals. You can always get more than 1 million share capitals. In fact, as many share capitals as possible. And then you need more than one person to do a business, to do a limited liability company. You need at least two, and you must try to. You will be allotted shares according to your contribution in the business. It doesn't really mean that one person cannot start a business, but the other person has to also be a legal person, which will be known to the government as a partner in that business, so you can transfer a few shares to that person while you are the one that owns this business. But get a solicitor, they will explain everything you need to do, or you can do a further Google. I can also give you some links, a further links in the description, so do well to read my description. You will get some few tips on how to do it. So the second point is company profile. You need a company profile to run a good business. What does the company profile entails? The company profile entails the vision statement, the mission statement, what the company is all about, then the certificate which will be given to you. But after you finish your company registration, there's going to be a number on that certificate, and that number is very, very important. That is like your ID, your business ID. So your company profile will carry all of this information. It is very, very important that you get organized when doing businesses, when doing your business, or when starting up entrepreneurship. You need to get organized by making sure you have a company profile. Also, the names of the directors of your companies. You need a director, you need a company secretary put in a company profile together. You must always make sure that you have a working company profile. Then number 3 is the business plan. It is very important that for you to start a business, or for you to do profitable business, there must always be a plan. Of course, you are the one that wrote this plan, and the plan is all about your business, how you intend to raise capital, how you intend to run the business, how everything up to your payment of taxes and everything like that, payment of salary and stuff like that. So you need a business plan for you to run a very profitable business. It is very, very important. Many people will just say, I want to hustle, I want to just do this. They move from places to places, trying to look for what is not lost. But for you to do proper business, you need a proper business plan. Number 4, you need a website. You need a good website for your business. Now, building a website has become so easy in today's world. You can sit down in the comfort of your room and then have a website. There are website companies that you can just use their template. You pay a small fee, of some as low as $20. You pay a small fee, put your necessary information in the text that has been provided, and then it will be done. But if you need a more professional website, there are websites that have been done for up to 17 million naira, 20 million naira, and stuff like that. It depends on what your business is going to be doing, especially e-commerce business. E-commerce business spends a lot of money on software and making sure that it is hacker proof. For example, when you are running a business like Jumia, Konga, or you own the Finacle software which banks use and stuff like that, you know that you will be spending a lot of money for software renewals, and then making sure that hackers don't get at you. Because imagine hackers just attack a bank anywhere, and then they just take out the money and then transfer it in this account, or use it for purchases and stuff like that. You know what that means. So I don't know the kind of business you are into, and that is what will determine the kind of resources you commit to website design. But all in all, it is very, very important that for you to start a business, you need a website. In fact, I would say don't start a business without having a website. You will always find it harder. But anybody that hears your name, if your name is Jack Daniels, and what you produce is so and so, and they go on Google, the first thing Google will tell them is, this is Jack Daniels that I know, and this is what he does, and it will give you some reviews and stuff like that. But many people can say so many things about your product or services, but what you say about yourself is more important. So that is where you tell people about yourself, about who you are, and then people should be able to have feedback mechanism for whatever they see on your website. Number 5, a dedicated email. So number 6 is social media handle. In today's world, there is almost no business without you having social media, without you having social media handles. You should be visible on social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and so many other ones. Even TikTok. that we see today that just came out, people are already making millions out of it. So you are the one that knows if your business has to do with a lot of displays, a lot of fashion, a lot of paparazzi, then you should consider having Instagram. You know, opening an Instagram handle, having someone manage it for you. If you don't know how to professionally, you know, talk to people, you should have people handle it for you. There are professionals in that field who will charge you not more. It depends on the way you negotiate, especially the revenue your company is generating. Of course, you grow together. So don't say that you want to be the jack of all trades. There are professionals that can help you manage your social media. So if your company is into something that does more of consulting, you know, and stuff like that, or you do trainings, then you should consider having a Twitter handle. A Twitter is where you can display more of your intellectual capacity. You know, you can give them table, give them sample of what you have been doing and stuff like that. They can directly ask you question, and Twitter is actually more interactive, and you shouldn't take it lightly. You should take it very, very serious. Also, Facebook, there are billions and billions of people on Facebook today, you know, and it depends on what you do, like I said. But even on Facebook, if you want to get the largest number of people generally, like for example, if you are into telecommunication, then Facebook is your best bet, because that's where almost everybody is on, and everybody that are on Twitter or Instagram have most times been on Facebook before. So you should not neglect it that things are changing. No, you should consider having a Facebook account, a Twitter account, and an Instagram account at the same time. But what will determine which one you concentrate more on is the nature of business that you do. So number 7, you must have a functional phone number. A functional phone number. In fact, I always tell my students that you need a phone number that is dedicated for your brand, that the person calling you is actually calling you to inquire about the business that you've put out already, you know. But unlike the one you used to interact with your friends, somebody can just call you and you say, hey guy, what's up? No, you shouldn't relate with a potential customer that way. So have a functional phone number, usually dedicated for the business that you do. It is always very, very important, because your call will determine if the person calling you will see you or will not see you. If the person calling you will continue to patronize that product no matter how good it is or not. So you must always have a dedicated phone number. I always advise it. Then number 8, have physical offices if your business permits it. For example, if your business is the type that you are into website design, or you are into software development, or you are a programmer and stuff like that, of course you need somewhere to meet your client, and it is very important that you consider having a physical office. Now, having a physical office has become so easy in today's world. If you stay in what they call box offices, there are virtual offices. In fact, there are offices you can get for just a day. There are offices you can pay monthly in today's world. Go on Instagram, go on Twitter, go on Google, type virtual offices around you. It will give you suggestion. So don't just say you will be meeting people in parks, in eateries, in gardens. It doesn't speak well for your brand. Look for a good place that will, you know, show you in good light. For example, I will be more confident meeting someone in his office than makeshift places like gardens, bars, and stuff like that. Although you can discuss business anywhere, but there is also a business environment. And if the kind of business you do is something that you need physical interaction, then it is important that you get box offices. You know, you can also share offices with people. There are so many advantages of also doing that, especially if you don't have a deep pocket. So consider having a physical office if you don't have it. Number 9, it's important you get your tax certificate and tax documentation ready at all times. Many young professionals, many young entrepreneurs, and even the big ones, many of them try to evade taxes, but it is very, very wrong. Always make sure that you pay taxes the right taxes, and always make sure that you get you have your certificate with you. When you are applying for a new business and you need some few documentations like company profile and stuff like that, always make sure that you attach your right tax certificate to that document. That will give you an edge over your competitors. So always make sure that you have your tax clearance certificate with you at all times in your business career. Then number 10, you need promoters. You need promoters. Who are the promoters? The first thing you must always do is that, how do I want to take my business from my head, to the book? From my head to the book. Now, from your head is your vision, is your dream. To the book is the business plan and stuff like that, and then from that book, to advertise it, to take it to the street, to make sure that people get the necessary details about my business. Of course, you need a promoter. Now, what does a promoter does? A promoter are the people that they are not the owner of the business, but they are good at marketing the business for you. Your family members can be your promoters, but I will not always advise that you make family members your business promoter. No, there are people, there are PR executives that can, recommend you to the right people. They already know that. Usually they do it for a fee, or they will tell you, okay, I'll take so percentage, a predetermined percentage when doing that business, after the business has been concluded, or if that contract is being given, or stuff like that. So it is important that you have a promoter when you are doing your business. I will still do videos once in a while about some of this, but if this is your first time on this channel and you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe on this channel. And then, more importantly, always have it at the back of your mind. I know it may look too much, but for you to be a successful businessman, for you to look successful, for you to look serious, let me use the word serious, quote and unquote, you must make sure that you try as much as possible to take these 10 points that I've just highlighted seriously. Make sure you have a registration, company profile, business plan, a website, a dedicated email, social media handle, functional phone numbers, and then physical offices. So make sure that you do business the right way. Please comment in the comment section, and I will be very, very glad to answer your question. Or you think that you are having challenges on any of what I've discussed, let me know. I will talk about it in the next edition. Until I come your way again, please stay safe.